Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different. I don't have a meal plan for you or a grocery haul. I just wanted to share a little bit of a life update with you guys. So I guess I'll just jump right in and tell you guys. I found out about a month and a half ago that I am expecting our 6th baby. So I am due in March and we are super excited. It was especially fun to tell my daughter Sophie because she's our only girl. We have boy, girl, and then boy, boy, boy. And the boys, were excited, but they also they're just cool, but when I told her, she gave me a huge hug and had tears in her eyes and she was just so excited, which made me extra excited. So anyway, she's obviously hoping for a girl. We would love to have a baby girl. But my boys are all so fun too. So honestly, either way, we will be super happy. Now, while I'm recording this video, I'm 10 weeks along. Probably by the time I share it with you guys, I'll be 11 weeks. I haven't decided for sure when I'm going to share this. I always like to have that first appointment, which is this week, and hear the heartbeat because that's just very reassuring to hear that yes, there truly is a little life in there and that I don't just feel all disgusting and nasty for no reason. But yeah, speaking of that, first trimester is not my favorite, let's just say that. I don't get super sick like some people. I'm very grateful for that. I know people, I have friends who have been very, very sick in first trimester, so I'm grateful that that isn't the case for me. But still, I just tend to feel very nasty the whole first trimester, and I just feel like I'm a little bit in survival mode. So I will be very glad to get through first trimester, usually second. Around 14 or 15 weeks, I start feeling better. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. So basically the last month and a half or so, I've just been trying to get all the main things done, and everything else is just waiting till I feel better. So that is why I missed a couple YouTube videos. I'm still trying to get some out for you guys. But hopefully here in a couple more weeks or a month or so, I'll be able to put in a little bit more time again. Like I have in the past. Also, if you get my weekly newsletter, that has not been going out for about a month or so now. I do plan to resume that, but again, that's just one of the things that had to fall to the side right now. My main priorities are homeschooling the kids and making sure we all eat, getting laundry done, doing the dishes at night, and honestly, not that much else. We're just kind of surviving for a little bit until we get past the next few weeks. But let me tell you, even though I moan and groan about first trimester because it is hard, it is very worth it. I love babies. I'm thrilled to be having another baby, really excited about it. And if you're not from a big family, or even if you are, but you see somebody else's big family, I think it can be easy to see all these little kids that look right in a row. They look almost all the same and you're like, oh, they're just all little carbon copies of each other. But it's so amazing when you are part of a big family or you have multiple kids, you realize how distinctly different each one of them is. And it's so cool. God has so much creativity. He doesn't have to just make little carbon copies, right? I have 4 boys and people will get them mixed up because some of them look very similar. I mean, they're brothers, but their personalities are all so distinct. They are all so different. And then my daughter has a very distinct personality. It's just so cool. Even in a family of 13, with my siblings, all of us are so different. Of course, there's similarities, we're siblings, but we all have such different interests and personalities and combination of personalities and everything. It's really cool. That's one thing I love about big families. But anyway, that was my big news that I wanted to share with you guys. But then I also wanted to give you a little bit of an update just of things that we have been doing lately. I told you guys that we went on a big trip at the beginning of August. That was just shortly after I found out that I was expecting. So I was in first trimester on the trip, which I was a little worried about, but it was okay. We made it through. I eat protein every few hours when I'm in first trimester and that helps. But anyways, we drove up to West Virginia for my brother's wedding and then on up to Ohio for a big family reunion. So this was a really big group of people. We were all out on the family farm where my grandparents lived when I was little. So I have so many memories there. And so it was so cool to get to take my kids there. Only a few of them had been there in the past and they didn't even remember. They'd been so young. So for them to be there, for them to meet their second cousins and be just running around on the farm and everything, it was really, really cool. A lot of fun. And we also visited the Ark Encounter in Kentucky on our way back home, which was very cool. If you haven't been there, that was quite quite the huge structure. It was really cool to walk through. I'm glad we were able to stop there as well. So anyways, all in all, it was a really good trip. And it made me realize, like, if we can do this long of a road trip when I'm in first trimester, not feeling my best, like, we could totally do another one later when I'm feeling better. So I'm already thinking, like, how fun it would be to have another cool road trip, seeing different sights and everything in the future with our family. Once we got back home from our trip, we pretty much had a little bit of time to unpack and everything like that, and then we started homeschool. So this is not a homeschool channel, so I'm not gonna like tell you guys all my curriculum and everything like that. I will say I haven't gotten it done yet, but I like to post about the curriculum I'm using and kind of our schedule for the year on my blog. So once I do that, I'll try to mention it on here so you guys know to check it if you're interested in that sort of thing. I know a lot of you probably don't care about the homeschool stuff, so that's why I don't want to bring it up too much on here. But I did want to say one thing that we are loving that I'm doing for homeschool this year is midway through our morning, we're stopping, like the kids will have already done a subject, like they'll already have done math or they'll already have done language arts or something. And then about midway through the morning, we come together for a reading time. So first I'll set the timer for 20 minutes and we all do silent reading. The two oldest kids have a biography they've picked out that they're going through. And then Lucas has a reader that he's reading silently. And then the two youngest kids, they just sort of play, or I'll put Danny in his crib with an apple and some books, and sometimes he'll be really happy in there, just sort of depends. And then I will choose a book that I'm reading. Right now I am reading The Anxious Generation, which has been on my to-read list for quite a while, and I actually got it for free from the library this summer. It was my prize for the summer reading program that I completed, so that was pretty cool. So I'm reading that right now, and so it's really fun to just sit down and we have this silent reading time for 20 minutes, and then at the end we go around and say something that we learned or something that we read about, and the kids enjoy doing that and I enjoy it. I heard from a seasoned homeschool mom one piece of advice, and she said, you are going to be homeschooling longer than any one of your kids. And so she said, implement some things that you enjoy in your homeschool day. Make it fun for you because you're going to be doing this for a long time. And so this is one thing that I really enjoy, and it's really good for everybody. So anyway, after that silent reading time, then I'll read aloud for a little bit. And a lot of times that's when the kids have a snack too. And then after that, we'll go on to other book work and stuff like that. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. For those of you who are interested, that is something that really I feel like makes our homeschool morning better for the kids and for me. Anyway, I think that is it as far as life updates go. Like I said, I have a few more weeks here in the first trimester where I'm just kind of laying low and getting the basics done. But hopefully after a few more weeks, I will start back with the weekly newsletter. If you're not subscribed to that, normally when I am sending that out, I'm sharing our meal plan for the week and other things as well, but pretty much always our family's meal plan for the week in that Monday newsletter. So hopefully that will be starting up here again soon once I'm feeling just a little bit better. Anyways, you guys, thank you as always so much for being here. I was excited to share about the pregnancy with you guys because I know you'll be excited for me, and I appreciate that. I hope you have a really good week, and I will be back here on YouTube with more soon. Bye.